In a small town nestled between rolling hills and a peaceful river, there lived a man named Mr. Ellis. To the world, he was just a teacher, but to the countless lives he touched, he was a beacon of hope, wisdom, and compassion. Mr. Ellis had always wanted to be a teacher. His father, who had been a respected educator himself, instilled in him the belief that teaching was not just a job, it was a noble calling. Mr. Ellis carried this torch of education with unwavering dedication throughout his life. For more than 3 decades, Mr. Ellis walked into the same weathered classroom, each day bringing his immense passion and boundless patience. He taught history, and through the tales of bygone eras, he showed his students how to connect the dots between past and present, to understand the world and to dream. Year after year, students came and went, but Mr. Ellis remained a constant, always ready with a warm smile and a kind word. He wasn't just a teacher. He was a mentor, a friend, and a confidant. He took troubled teenagers under his wing, inspiring them to rise above their circumstances, and he challenged the brightest minds to reach for the stars. As the years rolled by, the world outside began to change. Education budgets dwindled, and teachers found themselves struggling to make ends meet. Mr. Ellis didn't mind the financial hardships. He still found the strength to encourage his students, believing that they were the future of his country. But the world seemed to forget the value of teachers. Salaries stagnated, schools deteriorated, and respect for the noble profession dwindled. Mr. Ellis, a man of unwavering commitment, saw the effects. He watched as fellow teachers gave up one by one, discouraged and defeated by a system that no longer seemed to care. One fateful day, Mr. Ellis was called to the principal's office. With a heavy heart, he was told that due to budget cuts, his position was no longer sustainable. Tears welled up in his eyes, not for himself, but for the students who would no longer benefit from his wisdom. The day of Mr. Ellis's retirement arrived, and his classroom, once a hub of knowledge and laughter, stood silent. Former students, now adults, returned to bid their beloved teacher farewell. They expressed their gratitude for the lessons he had taught them not just in history, but in life. But despite the emotional farewells, Mr. Ellis left with an aching heart. His country, which once held teachers in high regard, had failed him and countless others who had dedicated their lives to molding the future. In his retirement, Mr. Ellis continued to tutor students in need, relying on a small pension. He didn't lose hope that one day his country would remember the value of its teachers and invest in the future. He knew that despite the adversities, he had changed lives for the better, and that knowledge would forever be his legacy, a beacon of light in the darkness that had descended upon the noble profession he loved so dearly. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video for more interesting stories.